Hey guys, welcome to Microtech, where we talk about technology and spending our money wisely. Well, we're back at it again for another video this week, and this time we're going to be talking about my EDC, or my everyday carry. Specifically, we're going to talk about what's on my person, what's in my pockets, and what's in my bag. So we'll start with what's on my person. I will also include a link in the description for every single item that I bring out. If you guys wanted to purchase any of this, some of these items are cheap and easy to get, some of them are a little bit more expensive, but basically every single one of these items allows me to do what I do on a daily and a weekly basis, whether that's filming for YouTube, or I'm working for my job, or practicing my Spanish, whatever it may be. Everything here has a use case for me. So let's start with what's in my pocket. First thing we'll grab here is probably the most important thing. It's my iPhone 15 Pro Max. I just recently made a video about this phone. It's doing pretty well. As you can tell, I've got my nice little custom design here with the black and white icons and the dark background. This goes with me everywhere. This films YouTube for me. This does all my work calls, sales appointments, whatever I need it to do. iPhone 15 Pro Max has never failed me. So that's the first thing that's in my pocket. We'll move on to the next thing, I guess really on my person. Next thing that's on my person would be my Apple Watch Series 7. I use this for filming. I use this for really sleep tracking. Sleep tracking is probably its most important use to me, with some other features like I use it to set alarms for whenever I'm about to feed my son, to make sure that the bottle warmer doesn't warm up the bottle for too long, or if I'm using maps when I'm driving, it's nice to have that little reminder on your wrist to know, hey, time to turn, or we're about to turn here in the next mile. So that's the next thing that's on my person. What's in my pockets, we'll start with my knife here. This is a Benchmade mini bug out knife. It's the same design as the bug out, it's just a smaller version, a little bit more compact. The difference in size is maybe an inch overall between the blade and the handle itself. I really love this knife. I do everything with this knife. I thought about upgrading to the bug out, but honestly I really like the compact size. It's just a super satisfying knife, especially when it comes to opening it. As everybody knows, Benchmade has that axle lock system that everybody loves. Fantastic knife. Got this for a hell of a deal at the gun show here in Tulsa last year. Next thing in my pocket is going to be my Olight 5R EOS. This is a simple flashlight. Blind everybody here. This simple flashlight stays in my pocket, recharges with USB-C. Really cool thing about it, I'll show you guys here when I open up this. This comes with, looks like a little AA battery, but has a USB-C port to charge. It lasts about, I'd say, a month on a single charge before I need to charge it up. But it's super nice, especially when I was in roofing. I would use this to do attic inspections all the time, real dark in attics, because it's got two separate modes. We've got little baby mode, and then we've got bright mode. And then we've got my favorite pen, the Uniball Sino. This is, I believe, by Bic. I think Bic makes every pen, as far as I know. But these pens are my favorite just for the way that they write. They've got a really nice, easy tip. Ink lasts forever, super easy to handle. I've got probably 30 of them. I probably get a new pack of 20 every 6 months because I lose all those 30 because of ADHD. That's really all you need to know about that. But these are my favorite pens. My wife tries to keep me stocked up on them at least every birthday or every Christmas. I love these pens a lot. And the last thing that we'll show that's on my person is my wallet. I carry a 511 wallet. This is their nicest one. It's single bifold. It's got an ID holder here, a couple card slots, storage slots, but this one's also interesting. It's got an SD card holder and a keychain holder as well. It's a great wallet for me. I recently had a Ridge wallet that I lost. Wish I wouldn't have lost it because it was really one of my favorite wallets. But I finally got this and I really enjoyed going back to kind of a normal style wallet. You probably see that bump there. I keep an AirTag in it because I lost 4 wallets this year. I'm not going to go into why I lost 4 wallets, but I did lose 4 wallets, and this AirTag helps me from not losing them. My wife was in the background laughing at me because it was pretty hilarious that I lost 4 very quickly. Not like over a period of like years, like a period of weeks. It was pretty embarrassing. Hey guys, forgot one thing. AirPods Pro 2. I can't believe I forgot these. These are like the most important thing in my life, which I know I've said that about a couple of these items, but I listen to music more than probably anything else I do in my life. My wife can 100% attest to that. Do I listen to music more than I should?
You do.
Yeah, I do. These things are awesome. I love them. Noise cancellation, especially with Apple Music's Dolby sound, it's crazy. Like, I remember when I first got it, I put them in on Apple Music, I was like, this is amazing. This is like a music listening experience I've never heard of before. I love these things. I can't believe I forgot to put them in there on the desk when I was filming earlier, but I wanted to make sure they were included. Thank you. Let's talk about what's in my bag, or what's with me in my truck. First thing we're going to talk about is probably the most important pieces of technology that I use outside of my phone and my watch, and that is basically my tablets. My iPad Pro M1, you guys have seen this many times. I've shot this in a couple videos. It even has its own standalone video now. It's actually doing quite well. This does everything for me, from editing videos to working on note-taking to browsing the web, listening to music, whatever I need, this iPad Pro gets done for me. I actually was able to find out the battery health on this guy. We are 21 months in and we're at 94% battery. I'm super impressed with this machine and I'm really glad I bought it. One day, if I ever do upgrade, it'll be to another iPad Pro. I'm one of the 1% that can say that I do everything on my iPad. No MacBook here. Next one is going to be my iPad mini. One of the newer things I've been doing on the iPad mini, and if you notice I've got the pencil here, is I have been taking notes. And honestly, I gotta say, I'm a pretty big fan of taking notes with the iPad mini. Give it a second here, it's got to connect. It is one of those things where now that we've got the Smart Script, it's perfect for me if I'm at church on a Sunday and I'm trying to take sermon notes, or if I'm sitting listening to a speaker. It's the perfect form factor. And the Apple Pencil, for whatever reason, because of the size, seems to work really good with the iPad mini versus the iPad Pro. Not to say that the iPad Pro isn't good for doing any writing with the Apple Pencil, but this is almost just like a little journal that you have in your hands. This guy right here, as you guys know, first video I ever did on this channel was about my iPad mini. It's probably my favorite thing I own when it comes to just everyday use, general content consumption, things of that nature. It's just a really fun device. We'll start with my charging brick of choice. You're going to notice a trend here with all of the charging devices. They're all the same brand. This is the Anker IQ3. This is a 30-watt charging brick. If you notice, the difference between this and, say, Apple's 20-watt charging brick that comes with the iPhones and the iPads, which they don't come with the iPhones, but you buy them for the iPhones, it's a lot skinnier, smaller form factor. The original size of the original box that came with iPhones back in the day. So this guy does 30 watts charging. I love this. It's used to, right now, it's used to charge my iPad whenever it is in its external monitor support. Basically, it runs to my dongle, which runs into the iPad. This little brick does it all. Then we'll go to the cord that I use. I use Anker's cords. The reason this one's bundled up is because it's 10 feet. Bigger is always better, gentlemen.
That's what she said.
Yeah, that was funny. It always is funny, no matter what you say. This cord is perfect. 10 feet is honestly really optimal. If you're ever really far away from an outlet and you need to charge your device, it's USB-C to USB-C, it works great. And Anker's cords, I mean, this is a really nice and sturdy woven cord. It's never let me down. I love this cord. It goes with me everywhere. And it is my main charging cord for all my devices. Then what if I need something when I'm on the go? What if I don't have an outlet I can plug into? Well, I've got two options for that. First guy I've got right here is going to be this Anker 10,000 milliamp battery pack. This is really a power bank, not a battery pack. It supports USB-A and USB-C power out, so I can actually support it with 3 devices. This usually gets me 2 full charges on my iPhone 15 Pro Max. In fact, when I went on my most recent trip and I was at the airport for a long time, the first day I was there, I got stranded for like 18 hours. This kept my phone charged when I was on the plane, when I was waiting to get off the plane, whatever I needed it for, it worked perfectly. I've had this actually for some time and it's worked great for me. I love this a lot, and it's got this nice little LEDs right here that light up to show you how much power you have left. This guy's all the way fully charged here. This is the power bank that goes with me everywhere. does everything I need it to do. Then we'll move on to the last set of power we have here, and this is going to be the Anker MagSafe battery pack. I believe, let me look here, this is another 10,000 milliamp hour battery pack. The cool thing about this, got my iPhone here, it just slaps on just to the back of there, charges the phone up wirelessly. Yes, it's not the prettiest, I know Anker makes other ones, but honestly, if I'm just going about my day and I'm not going to be using my iPhone for a while, I stick this bad boy on there, put it in my pocket, and let it do its thing. And even with Anker's cases that you can get that have the MagSafe sections in the back, it will still work and do 5 watts of charging through that. It's really nice. Wife got me this for Christmas. Interestingly enough, I actually didn't want this for Christmas. I wanted something else, but when I sent her my list, I sent her the wrong item. And so interestingly, I actually really enjoyed this more than I thought I would. I thought I was going to hate it, but it really does work, and it works well. This goes with me everywhere. Let's move on to some other things, miscellaneous, and then we'll do some note-taking. First thing in miscellaneous is going to be my JBL Go speaker. This is the older version of the JBL Go. Unfortunately, this thing is really hard to open up, but it charges via micro USB. There's literally 2 devices in my entire existence that I've ever used that have micro USB. It is what it is. It's a great speaker for how small it is. Fits easily in my bag. If I ever want to play some music when I'm out and about, this is a perfect little option. I have another JBL speaker, but I leave it at the house just because it's louder, it's more versatile for whatever I need to do, whereas this is kind of like, hey, I'm on the road with some friends and we want to play some music while we're hiking or whatever it might be. This is the speaker of choice I have. From there, we'll move to another miscellaneous. I've mentioned this before, and that's going to be my external hard drive, or my external SSD. Yes, this is Walmart brand. No, I do not care if you dislike that it's Walmart brand. I got it for 20 bucks and it's 250 gigs and it works perfectly for what I needed to do. Really cool story about this. I was going to Walmart on a budget looking for an external hard drive for when I was filming YouTube videos. Got in touch with customer service because this was supposed to be marked down. They gave it to me for about 75% less than what it should have been for. I think they normally retail for $50. I got it for $20. It was a really good deal, and I was really appreciative of that because right now it does everything I needed to do. Will I upgrade? Yes. But right now, it's perfect. Comes with this handy dandy storage case, USB-C to USB-C cord, and USB-A to USB-C for if I ever need to transfer files in that way. Then we'll move to the last couple things before we get to note-taking. This is my Leatherman Signal. I got this as a Christmas present from my boss last year. This Leatherman Signal is awesome. This is not a cheap multi-tool by any means. It has got, I think, 16 or 17 different tools on it. If you look here closely, it's got bolt cutters, pliers, both regular and needle nose. We've got ferro rod here in the back if we need to light a fire, carabiner. Then of course we've got both types of knives here, but it's got a saw blade and a regular drop point knife. So there's the drop point knife. It's got a little serrated edge there. This tool is awesome. It goes with me everywhere, and believe it or not, it has come in handy a time or two. And usually it's the really weird tools that you would think. Like for instance, I'll open this up here. I'll show you one of the weirder ones that are on here. You see this right here. It's actually got a Allen head. It's something that's weird that they included. It's a really, really versatile multi-tool. Anybody who knows Leatherman knows it. They make great tools. I love this. It was a really cool gift to get from my boss, and I'm a huge fan of Leatherman. So that over there. Now let's move on to the last one before we get to note-taking, and that's going to be my glasses of choice. These are my Ray-Ban polarized glasses. Put those on here in the middle of the day where it doesn't really need it, especially inside the house. They're polarized, and I believe they're in the Justin style. My buddy, one of my best friends, actually got these for me. He was looking to go get some glasses, and they were having a sale at Bass Pro, and he told me he'd buy me a second pair, and he did. And those go with me everywhere as well. I'm going to actually show you all 3 of these here in a row. We got 3 ways for me to take notes. First way is my Right in the Rain. Anybody who has a survival pack should have a Right in the Rain. That's just kind of the general rule of thumb. You can write when it's wet. Comes with these pins right here. Actually comes with 2 of them so that you can write with them. Real simple and easy to write. Let me write something for you, a little message. Yeah, see that says subscribe, that's what you should do, for sure. This is a really cool little notebook. If you're ever out hiking or camping, it's wet out and you need to be able to take some quick notes, writing in the rain does great. I think you can get these for a handful of dollars at Bass Pro Academy, you name it. Then we'll go to my, I would say this is my multi-use journal, national park themed. I mentioned in one of my previous videos, I'm a national park guy, been to 26 out of 63. I have a couple of these journals, and right now they're mainly used for personal note-taking, just if I'm out on a trip, if I'm doing kind of a solo adventure, these take notes for me wherever I go, with of course the pens that I showed you earlier. These are some of my favorite journals I've gotten them, and I'll show you one of the other styles I've got right here. This one's got a couple bigger national parks, and you can see I've got some notes in there as well. Love these journals. And then last thing in the video, and the reason I saved it for the last is because it's actually something that's really special to me, probably one of the more sentimental items I have, and that is my custom-made leather-bound journal. Now when I say custom-made, the book, the actual binding is not custom, but the leather here is. I got it to fit perfectly with a field notes book. If you see right here, real small field notes journal. I have a handful of these that my wife got me for, I believe, my birthday last year, and they're just, honestly, I love them. I'm a huge national parks guy, so anytime I have anything national parks, I just get real giddy. But I take notes in here, in this custom journal. I have some stickers of some of my favorite things: The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, one of my favorite movies, National Park Service, Led Zeppelin, Coca-Cola. This right here is one of my most personal items. I've got it inscribed, and it would be embroidered, wouldn't it? Not embroidered, engraved. It's engraved in gold, as well as my wife and I's wedding day. So this is something that I keep with me pretty much all the time. And anytime I really want to jot down some thoughts, this is the guy I do it with. Well, that is my EDC. That's what's on my person, in my pockets, and in my bag. Pretty much everything you see here goes with me on a daily and weekly basis, and it helps me be the man I am, including making these YouTube videos. Last thing to note, we're going to be doing a giveaway. The giveaway is going to be for a iPad 10th generation. You got that box for me, sweetie? It's just up there. Should have had this ready, but... So here it is right here, guys. iPad 10th gen, it's in blue, 64 gigabytes. I'm also going to include a dbrand skin of your choice. So I'll let you go to dbrand's website, pick the dbrand skin you want. This will be given away when we get to 500 subscribers. All I'm asking is like, subscribe, and comment on this video and any of the other videos to be entered to win. And when we get to 500, I will go back, I will do a random generator, we'll pick somebody, and then we will get in contact. I'll have more details of how to actually get in contact with me if you've won for a later video, but right now, get excited. This will be something I'll be giving away soon, and just to show my support for you guys and how much you guys have invested into the channel. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. I really enjoyed this YouTube experience over the last 2 weeks, and I would really appreciate comments. I'd really appreciate some engagement so that we can continue to grow the channel. We're going to go back to some more technical videos here shortly. I should be releasing a video here soon on the new iOS 18 and iPadOS 18, so look out for that. And if you guys have anything that you'd like to see, leave me a comment below.